Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, 28th April 2017. I'm Fredicia Liebert. A delegation comprising of the Honorable Vance Amory, Minister of Labour, and Shernal James, Labour Commissioner, are currently in Paraguay attending the meeting of the working groups of the Inter-American Conference of Ministers of Labour, IACML, and first preparatory meeting of the 10th IACML from April 27th to 28th as they seek to explore best practices to promote employment opportunities for youth in the Federation. The objectives of the meeting are to explore in greater depth the themes identified in the Plan of Action of Cancun, adopted at the 9th IACML in 2015, to facilitate the exchange of experiences and follow up on related hemispheric initiatives. According to Minister Amory, day one of the meeting saw discussions on a number of issues as they relate to employees and labor within the Organization of American States, OECS region. He noted that St. Kitts and Nevis participated in a panel discussion which dealt with the need for quality in employment, focusing primarily on the young people. He also stated that the objective of training young persons is to give them the opportunity to be employed and to respond to the needs of the productive sector in St. Kitts and Nevis. He said that this is in keeping with the government's agenda to promote skills development. Community Development Month is usually held in the month of May and will this year be held under the theme Building Stronger Communities Through Greater Collaboration and Participation. Director of the Department of Community Development, Janet Meloni, outlined the activities that will be celebrated during the month.
We are going to start out with a church service on Sunday, April 30th at the Faith in Christ Ministry right there at Bandsworth, because we always want to start the month with God's blessing. And Jessup Fish Fiesta, which is becoming one of the major highlights in May, would be on Monday the holiday, Monday the 1st, and we are looking forward to having some exciting time. You can come and enjoy a scrumptious fish meal while you enjoy the pulsating rhythm of the steel band.
Meloni went on to list some of the seafood that persons can expect at the fiesta on Monday.
For those of you who haven't eaten shellfish for a while, you can come and get a nice roast shellfish, and some rice and pasta and your balahoo and your fry gar and other fried fish. I think they have, we used to call it sikyat. Octopus. Okay, and they also have fish water and conch water, fish sticks, and so there are a lot of delicious fish items on board for the Jessup Fish Fiesta.
The Seafood Fiesta begins at 12 p.m. on Monday, 1st May at the Jessup's Community Center. The Nevis Island administration is in the process of building a proper pier to facilitate passenger transfer over in the Orly area. Senior Minister in the Nevis Island administration, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, who is responsible for the project, spoke of the plans for the project.
It is also going to be a useful area for people to come and also spend some leisure time, in that we hope to construct a restaurant on the property whereby some deserving person or some person here on the island who have that business acumen would want to operate at a level that is consistent with the services that we offer here on the island of Nevis. So once this is all said and done, we're going to have a waiting area which will be somewhat like a gazebo type setting, and also ticket booths will be available for the different persons who will be plying the trade out of here, similar to what exists down at the waterfront in Charlestown, or the main facility in Charlestown. But it will be done in a way that is going to ensure that passengers are safe and the environment is kept at a standard that is consistent with what NASPA has done over the years here on Nevis.
Senior Minister in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. Still to come, OAS offers Masters of Law scholarships. The details when we return.
dancing and whining and fretting till the morning.
Drinking, masquerading, live music always playing.
Islands of blue seas where people always smiling.
Street jams and bandstands where people will be jamming. Don't you miss this time, no. Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no. The Caribbean's greatest summer lion. Don't you miss this time, no. Our festival, our legacy. Don't you miss this time, no. The Caribbean's greatest summer lion.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to finance free healthcare at all health centers on Nevis. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis. Be a responsible citizen.
Welcome back. The Organization of American States, OAS, through the Department of Human Development, Education and Employment, DHDEE, and the Syracuse University College of Law, through the OAS Partnerships Program for Education and Training, PAEC, are offering scholarships to qualified candidates of St. Kitts and Nevis to participate in the Masters of Law program. The program will be on site in Syracuse, New York, United States, and the duration is 1 year. The admission deadline for fall 2017 is May 15th, and for the scholarship deadline, May 31st, 2017. For spring 2018, the admission deadline is October 15th, 2017, and the scholarship application deadline is October 31st, 2017. The benefits include 50% reduction of tuition fees as offered by Syracuse University and a one-time tuition allowance of US $3,500 offered by the OAS to the top-ranked scholarship recipients. A one-time allowance of US $1,350 to help defray cost of travel to the top-ranked scholarship recipients offered by the OAS. For more information on the admission process, please visit www.law.syr.edu and www.oas.org/scholarships. The official ceremony to unveil the bust of the Right Excellent Dr. Sir Simeon Daniel was held last Thursday in Charlestown. Among those in attendance was Deputy Premier in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
When we travel to Europe and we see the monuments that have been erected to great people in those countries, I have always marveled that in the Caribbean we do not seem to spend any time or money or resources to memorialize our great people. There are no statues adorning. In fact, in the Caribbean you may quicker find statues of Europeans, like Lord Nelson, that adorns, I believe, a street in Barbados, if memory serves, than you would of our own heroes and our own people. And so, in a very real way, having this bust of Sir Simeon unveiled today is, we hope, a lasting testimony that will outlive all of us and allow, as some have said before me, the young children to have a sense of this great man who has made so much possible for so many.
The Deputy Premier also expressed his gratitude to Michael Heinrichsey for donating the bust.
And Mr. Heinrichsey said, what could he do to make a contribution to this land that he has visited for 25 years, this land in which he now has a home, and this land that he has grown to love to the point where he even called one of his daughters Nevis. He wanted to know how he could contribute, and we came up with this idea that a lasting memorial to Sir Simeon was an appropriate contribution. And Mr. Heinrich, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because you were able to get a sculptor in Austria to do this sculpture, and all he had to work with were some photographs. Today, we're all here together because I think ultimately Sir Simeon was someone who united our people, who kept our people together. He was and is still the quintessential Nevisian. And I'm happy and proud to be associated with this very significant gesture this afternoon in his memory, in his lasting memory. Sir Simeon.
The bronze bust was unveiled by wife of the late Sir Daniel, First Lady Sheila Daniel, and Michael Heinrichsey, and was witnessed by many family, friends, and well-wishers. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.
Wally, the Queen of the Caribbean, bathed by its crystal shores, is the Caribbean's best kept secret. Nevis is known for its rich culture, which remains entrenched in the island's everyday life. We boast of having the Caribbean's greatest summer festival, Culturama. The birthplace of Alexander Hamilton, my little 36 square mile island, is the home of the Bath Hotel, which is the first built hotel in the Caribbean. Don't forget to take a dip in the therapeutic Bath Springs. Live Nevis naturally by exploring the magnificent waterfalls and hiking to the top of our 3232 Nevis Peak. Our lush vegetation and landscape deems a visit here the perfect escape. Come, experience our hospitality with a first-class stay at the Four Seasons Resort. Take a few minutes to trot down to the ever-famous Sunshine's Bar and drink a world-renowned Killer Bee. Cuisine fanatics, you won't be forgotten. Our exquisite cuisines make you feel right at home. Nisbet Plantation Beach Club, Mount Nevis Hotel, Mangoes, and Golden Rock Inn, just to name a few, will cater to all your cravings. To complete your stay in paradise, dance your night away at the Lime Bar to the melodious tunes of the Greenhouse Band. Nevis, Queen of the Caribbean. Hi, I am Zaria Brown. Travel with me to the spice of the Caribbean, Grenada, as I represent Queen City Nevis in the Miss Caribbean United 2017 on April 29th. See you there.